On Wednesdays here, we wear weird hoodies with feathers and chains. I just have to show this off. This has nothing to do with the video that I'm doing. Anyway, is my hair all messed up, Erin? Okay, what we're actually going to talk about is engagement rings and the fact that diamonds are an engagement ring's best friend. People love to say that diamonds are just hyped by marketing, and it's true. They have been hyped by marketing a lot over the years, but they're also the hardest naturally occurring substance on Earth, which makes them perfect for the abuse and wear and tear they get from being in an engagement ring or other wedding jewelry. Diamonds have been used in jewelry for about 1,000 years, so they pre-existed branding and advertising companies, and they're beautiful, and the colorless ones go with anything. Of course, there are a lot of beautiful gems, but diamonds are extra tough. Even they're not indestructible. If they were, you wouldn't be able to shape them into pretty shapes and hearts and facets and all of it. People abuse their jewelry so badly, I can't even describe it. It looks like, sometimes it just looks like it's been chewed up in a garbage disposal, and they wear it for gardening, lifting weights, doing laundry, in the pool, in the shower, and then you'll wonder why it's scratched up. I take off my rings the minute I come home. I never wear any jewelry at home except for my earrings, and my rings are still pretty banged up, so it's just everyday wear and tear does take its toll, and a diamond is the stone that'll stand up to it. If you don't like the look of a colorless diamond, there are so-called fancy colors. Some of them are more expensive, like yellow and pink. Some of them are less expensive, like brown and black. And gray diamonds have been very popular lately, but I have to say, when I've gone and looked at the loose gems, I haven't seen any of those that were that impressive. I do see other designers doing beautiful designs with them, but I have not found any gray diamonds that I would purchase. If you're totally against diamonds, really the only other gemstones I recommend for an engagement ring are rubies and sapphires, because they're the next hardest stones. Emeralds have a lot of inclusions in it, which are cracks that sometimes they don't necessarily reach the surface, but if you hit an emerald right on a hard surface, you can crack it and you make the crack go all the way through. Pearls and opals have become newly popular after being rather out of fashion for a while, so people occasionally ask for me to do them in an engagement ring, but they're very soft and delicate, and honestly, if you ask me for an engagement ring with those, I just won't do it, because I don't need someone coming back and crying when their pearl has dissolved or their opal has cracked. So I really don't consider it right for a jeweler to make an everyday ring like that with one of those stones. You can have a pearl cocktail ring that you wear occasionally, which I enjoy doing. When you're buying a diamond, don't be shy about asking what is known of its provenance. I only buy my diamonds from dealers who guarantee in writing that they're from conflict-free areas. If you're worried about that issue, don't think that colored stones are going to get you out of that jam, because they are actually less controlled than diamonds. They come from much smaller mines, so anything you get that comes from a conflict-ridden area, whether it's diamonds, colored stones, cocoa, timber, or rare minerals that are used in your iPhone, all of those are potentially tainted. So it's not just a diamond thing, it's what comes from that location. Whatever diamond you get, it hasn't necessarily been plucked from the earth, which within, the past week or month or year. Diamonds are constantly recycled, and I love recycling things, so I recommend that. You can buy an antique piece. Some people really start to, what I would say is, overthink it, and if this diamond was mined in the 1980s or 1880s, maybe it was from an even more terrible time, maybe something awful was going on. You could also get into that with antique furniture. I mean, you just don't know the provenance at some point, and you either decide you don't want any old things because you can't trace them, or you just go with it and consider it's good that you're recycling something. For colored gems, one place that I could recommend is my friend Monica Stevenson's Anza Gems venture. Monica goes to Tanzania and Kenya herself, buys gem rough from miners she knows and has a relationship with, and she brings it back to the States where it's cut here and designed by designers she knows, sent into a ring or a necklace or what have you. I've done 3 rings for Anza Gems so far, not engagement rings, but I'd be happy to do my first. And Monica's recently gotten in some beautiful sapphire that I'm very anxious to work with. She doesn't have diamonds, but give her a shout out and look at her sapphires and maybe we'll do a custom ring together. It's ANZA Gems. I'm not being paid to do this. She already bought the rings for me. I just love working with her, and I think this is a really good cause to be transparent from the beginning of the journey of the gem to the end. Plus, 10% of the retail price goes back to schools in East Africa. If you have any questions about engagement rings, feel free to send me an email at info@wendybrandes.com. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel so you don't miss the next video.